I've always wanted students to explore their curiosities. They're innately curious and they love exploring the world and they have so many great questions. And my job as a teacher is to get them to figure out how to actually answer those questions without me. Being a pathway teacher, I get to see these kids 2, 3, 4 years in a row. In year 2, we focus a lot on 3D modeling, developing students how to use CAD. All of that, all the skills the students develop culminate in our senior level capstone class, Engineering, Design, and Development, where students identify novel problems and then go through the design process to actually solve them. Trying to individualize the experience for students is definitely exhausting and challenging. I think it was year 3 of teaching. I had a student who was doing really well. He got 100% on all my tests in biology, but his grade was like, a C or a D or something like that because he hadn't done any of his homework and he wasn't doing classwork. And I had a conversation with him about it and he was like, well, Mr. Hafer, why do I need to do homework if I'm getting 100% on the test? And that was kind of an aha moment for me. I was like, wait, I don't know, because I said so, but then that's not good enough. So that was one of those times where maybe I should listen to students and maybe there's a different way to kind of grade and think about how we do things. If I tried to do what I'm doing now, I think as a first year teacher, I don't think I would have been able to, but I have enough tools that I've built up over the 11 years that it makes it easier to just kind of in the moment be like, hey, this is what I think you need. It also requires the educational space to look a little bit different. I can't stand in front of the room and teach a lesson to everybody. If I do that on the board in real time, I'm gonna lose a lot of those students and they're not gonna see stuff. So I've been kind of switching things to accommodate that individual style. So it still feels weird to be acknowledged as Teacher of the Year, but I guess this is a really cool opportunity to share my students' voice and share the things that I've learned. I am who I am as a teacher because of, countless people before me. I look at what I've learned from them, and now I'm in a space where I have the opportunity to help share that with people. Even though I don't feel like an expert at what I do, at the very worst, I can share ideas that might inspire people. So I'm really excited for the opportunity to meet other teachers throughout the country, and then also be able to share what I've learned over the last decade. My students are the reason that I love getting up in the morning and coming into school and putting in grueling hours sometimes. Every year, it's like a totally different group of students, and each class has its own personality. They ask questions that I wouldn't even think about answering, and eventually, just seeing their passion, it helps me want to put more energy in to help future generations of students.